If they do have another year in the academy or not, it is huge pressure for everybody out there. It's the last chance here to do something. So here's our starting grid. Peroni from pole position, Carpe second, Uriarte in third. They will be the top three in the championship at the end of this one. But will the likes of Pini, Moodley and Salmela sign off the year with a victory, the first of the season, some of them first in Rookies Cup? Morelli starts from seventh ahead of Christian Daniel Jr., another cracking race for the American yesterday. Veda Pratama was brilliant in the opening part of yesterday's race too. He starts for ninth ahead of Hakan Danish, came from 10th, well actually 11th yesterday through to third. Leonardo Zanis alongside him. Carter Thompson had a great ride yesterday too. Look out for Pugliese and Boggio, they're the local Italians. They are from 13th and 14th. Then Ramersdorfer, Farkas, Plot, Pretezan, Famara, Belford, Pavlec, Mounsey, Sessler, Monignane and Pons make up the 25 Rookies Cup riders starting this final race. Good luck, everybody!
Yeah, and Boggio, he finished a brilliant fifth yesterday. He came back from 15th on the grid, you know, an absolutely blinding ride. He was doing okay, and then he got passed by Rico Samelo, and he said, I just tucked in behind Rico, and he pulled me through the field. And he said, you know, I've got to start back in the pack again tomorrow, but I think I can do the same thing.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's all to play for. Yesterday's race, pretty chaotic towards the end. I mean, so many riders in contention for the win. The pace was almost a little bit slower, wasn't it? I think a lot of the contenders for the top three were trying to use everybody else to a Rookies Cup go down to the wire in this kind of manner. I mean, I've certainly not been commentating on Rookies Cup like this. Of course, we had Rueda versus Fire down to the final round, but it was pretty unlikely that Fire was gonna overcome Rueda's lead. But I mean, when was the last time something like this happened?
Yeah, I don't remember a 2 point, you know, being 2 points going into the final race of the season. It is absolutely incredible because it's basically just where the you know, Brian Uriarte and Alvaro Carpe finish. Which of them finishes in front is going to win the cup, whether they first, second, third, fourth. You know, it's just a 2 point gap. And obviously, it can be crucial, of course, if they finish that the fact that Alvaro Carpe has more race wins this year.
This is it. 2 points in it.
Come on, who's going to win this one?
I'm not calling it because I genuinely can't. I can't. What about you?
I think Uriarte will want to go out with a win, but of course they have to think points, because one of the few ways you can lose it is to have an accident, of course, and we'll see. Okay. 15 laps of Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup action, and another great start, I think, from Valentin. Come on, Brian Uriarte is up there in third place.
An absolute astonishing.
Uriarte moodily, desperately trying to close in on them, and there is the 54 of Veda Pratama dragging the rest of the pack back into the contention.
Well, here we go, it's all on, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's right. And Brian, at the moment, he said yesterday, you know, my plan was just to conserve the tyres a bit, just to make sure that I had something left at the end, and he certainly did that. I wonder if he's doing the same thing again. He's just tucking in behind them, not doing anything too ragged at the moment, and seeing how this unfolds.
Then, where was he on the grid? 9th position today, a place further up than yesterday, of course, with Maximo Quiles sideline. Veda, will he play a big role in today's Spielberg blockbuster?
And Salmela and Danish, heroes also.
That's a much better start from him. He started from 12th position yesterday, got bogged down the pack, finished 7th, a cracking result for the Australian. He looks up for the fight here today as well.
Yeah, so it still is Valentin Peroni, but that breakaway.
A 145.7 from Thompson again.
Right, now, as you said, there are gearing possibilities here. The 54 Veda Pratama goes up into second place. Gearing possibilities here, you have a short gearing option or a long. The long is really what you've got to have if you want to win the race, but the long gearing is what you need if you're going to win it.
Uche Moodley moves up the inside of Brian Uriarte, all but for a moment through turn 8 then. He got him on the cutback. It is Veda Pratama into the lead, but not for long.
My goodness.
Peroni, 2 for 1. Buy one, get one free. He's been down to Tesco this morning. Wow, what a move that was.
Wasn't that superb? Yeah, I mean, it was so smooth. He just left them, didn't he? Up the inside on the brakes, no problem. Turn it and get on the gas.
You know, I was so impressed by Peroni yesterday. He just showed such mental fortitude in spots as well. Morelli, always a threat as well.
And in 8th place, Guido Pini, he had there's a penalty at the end of the race yesterday because he wasn't able to serve his long lap penalty. So that pushed him back in the finishing order.
Well, that proved
51 is third, and these are the guys leading the points. These are the guys leading the race.
Carpe looks to his right to check the big screen at the side of the track there. Look, and he will see that it is exactly Brian Uriarte straight behind him, stalking him like prey. And there is Hakim Danish looking at the inside of Rico Salmella as well. But no way through, no room at the inn that time around. Turn 4 is always a big overtaking spot. Veda Pratama looks at the inside of Uriarte that time. They square it off as they come through turn 5. Now it's about switching back, get the run onto this little squirt of a straight down to turn 8.
But he said, I love this track because it's got the hard braking. I like hard braking. He said, I also like the super fast corners. So, I love this place.
God, Moodley.
Right up the inside,
look
Moodley.
at that.
Yeah,
Rouchet's not taking this lion down. He's quietly spoken, but the heart of a lion has the South African. I love watching him. He's one of my favourite characters in the Rookies Cup. I just would love to see him sign off with another podium. He so richly deserves it.
6th gear, over 220 kilometres an hour, 140, and then the acceleration, the 2 lefts that go into the start and finish. Through there in 3rd gear, briefly up to 4th, then back to 2nd gear, and the big squirt of acceleration from 114 kilometres an hour, 71 miles an hour, up through the gears, up to 5th gear, across the start and finish line. 8 laps to go.
And Uriarte's been pushed back to 6th then by our 3rd years of Salmella and Rouchet Moodley. There was a big bobble and a Constantina effect, a chain reaction even. I think it was Peroni had a moment, then he had Veda had a bobble, Carpe had a bobble, and that closed it right back up again. Uriarte, yes, 6th place he is. He's about to lose that potentially to Pini. No, got to be careful, and this is all bunching back up again, all towards Plonk at the back of the pack, a 14th position. 14 riders technically fighting for this podium, Peter. I mean, goodness gracious.
And fingers crossed we're not seeing the track limits warning that we did yesterday.
No.
Let's hope it stays like that. We do not want this decided, the race decided, and least of all the cup decided on track limits.
Switch back to turn 15. Just so fast on these lightweight 250cc machines.
And Pratama hanging on to that lead superbly over the 73 of Valentine Peroni.
I mean, ladies and gents, Indonesia has an absolute star in the making in Veda Pratama. He's never seen this circuit before this weekend. He might have played it on a video game, but goodness me, isn't he brilliant? Oh, and he nearly clips the back of Carpe. He's carrying so much corner speed in towards turn 1. The talent that he's got, I mean, he could be a real threat today.
So how cool is the 59
and 10? Guarding the inside line, Rouchet Moodley certain doing so. Brian says, no, I need to make a move now. This is it. Oh, goodness me. He nearly clips the back wheel of Veda Pratama. These moves.
Brian Uriarte out on the green stuff, I think.
I think he was pushed a little bit wide there by Thompson's move up the inside. Thompson making big waves. He's up into 5th now. This is the best we've seen from the Aussie in Rookies Cup. He's looking for a place here next year as well, as is Pini.
Yeah, absolutely. Thompson has really come on strong late in the season. He had a great run of the weekend in Austria, and then last weekend also in Aragon. So he's definitely the man on the move.
I'm absolutely exhausted, Peter. The stress of yesterday, the stress of today. Who's going to win? I mean, I'm glad we don't have these finales every week, because otherwise I think I'd die an early death. Because goodness me.
Right. There's a 94 of Guido.
And Pini dives up his inside then, goodness gracious. He's getting ferocious out there with 4 laps to go. This is it, the closing stages of the final race of Rookies Cup in 2024. Seen from the Indonesian, but it's not enough for Carpe down the back straight. Carpe, the 83. Oh, he runs it very, very wide. He nearly loses the front end, and that is a big shift in the championship standings. He's got it all to do now, Peter. A potential big mistake from our series leader. He will no longer be, and Uriarte will have had a grandstand view of that, and it's all changed.
2 laps and a corner or 2 to go, and they really have broken away. It's Peroni, Pini, Uriarte. Carpe is there in 5th place. Oh, and up the
Carpe.
inside of Veda Pratama goes Carpe.
That's not a place you normally overtake. That was brilliant, and that was business. Carpe opening up shop here with 2 laps to go.
He's right on the tail of Brian Uriarte. but he's really got to finish in front of him. That's...
No, Carpe guards his line, cuts the nose off Ariarte, onto the back straight we come. This is the very best of motorcycle racing. Championships down to the wire, 1 point in it at the moment, nearly side by side through Curvone, the biggest corner, the fastest one on the calendar. Look at this, the onboard views. Oh, it's all on.
And Carpe has second place. He's got the cup at the moment because Ariarte is back and forth. There's just one lap and a couple of corners to go.
This is it, Peter.
And Carpe's doing well, and the cup goes to Carpe. Valentin Perrone leads across the line. Carpe knows what he's got to do. He's so determined. But Brian Ariarte, I don't think it's going to be easily denied. He's back up into third.
Come on!
And he's got the drive there. He got a superb run through the corner there. He picks up the slipstream. It's the side-by-side for the cup. Side-by-side. 83 is Carpe, 51 is Ariarte. And it's... and Brian Ariarte almost loses it completely. Pratama comes up the inside. Patama's going to spoil it for Ariarte, but no, Brian goes up the inside again.
This is it.
It's
this
the
corner.
man who crosses the line first is going to win it. Can Ariarte pass Alvaro from here?
Goodness me!
It's going to be Carpe. Surely it's going to be Carpe. Carpe's going to take the cup.
No!
He goes Ariarte inside. But Carpe has the line. He holds the line. They run to the line. It's going to be Carpe taking the cup. Valentin Perrone crosses the line. Carpe is the cup winner over Ariarte.
Wow! Absolutely astonishing! You could not script it. Films aren't as exciting as that. That is just incredible. Alvaro Carpe, he knew it. You could see it bouncing on the seat. That's it. Signed, sealed, delivered. Alvaro Carpe is the RedBull Rookies Cup champion in 2024.
And I'm so glad that it just came down to the two of them, really, in those final corners. You know, there was a chance that Pratama, Pini, Samelo...